Grand Rising. Hey, beautiful beings. How are you doing today? I just decided to hop on and see. I am not prepared. I literally just hopped on live and was like, you know what? I feel like shuffling. I feel like shuffling and talking. And that's basically what my freaking YouTube is all about. Just shuffling, talking, sharing. Ugh. Okay. So, I hope that you guys are having a really awesome day. I know for me, I am. I woke up to some really good news. I had a feeling that it was like in the mail, but I was like, you know what? Before I go and do all of that, let me let me take care of the business. So definitely went ahead, took care of some business. And when I went to the mailbox, boom, what I was looking for was right there. And I really just want to talk about, I guess I just kind of want to share like the process and yeah, maybe there might be a word or six. There might be a word in there for you guys. But I do these things where I like to do tarot talks, and this is basically where I invite my ancestors and my spirit guides to come and chat with me and just, give whatever message they see fit. Um, and it's just a time for me to reflect and just commune with my ancestors. So I kind of have a lot that I want to, you know, deep dive into. I'm open to sharing with you guys because I know that in these readings, they're not just messages for me, they're messages for um, anyone who's open to them. So basically, like myself, many of you may have gotten some new news or got some good news. Um, Again, yesterday in the reading that I did, we talked about how a lot of us have actually are starting to see some of the things that we manifested come into our reality. So a lot of the things that, especially, because Aries season is all about the initiation, right? And then Taurus season kind of gives me more of like foundation vibes. It gives me, um, Taurus is an earth sign, so it definitely deals with the material world. It deals with money, the pinnacle, right? It deals with um, our possessions, right? And so a lot of the things, ooh, a lot of um, mm, I split the deck and I see the devil card is strength. So we're definitely being called to um, possibly change where we receive our strength from. But a lot of us are definitely in a season where we are starting to see our manifestations come into our reality. And right now, it's like all of these things are very, very much exciting. But with the Seven of Wands popping out, it may be that some, like, what will I say? With the Seven of Wands coming out, I can definitely tell that, you know, there's definitely a higher, um, yeah, there is pointing to the manifestations that are coming into our reality. So, Spirit, I just wanted to come. I just want to. Okay. All right. So we have Five of Wands, Queen of Wands, Ten of Swords, King of Wands, and Two of Pentacles. We got fire, and we've got air. Got a lot of fire energy here. So this can definitely deal with any fire signs, right? And basically what I'm getting is that throughout this time period that it seems to be very like very chaotic. It seems as though you've been aligning with things that just aren't in true alignment with you. During this time of chaos, right? During this time of mental chaos or creative chaos, just trying to figure something out. Like during this whole time, that has what has contributed to your growth. And that is exactly what's going to contribute to your advancement moving on. But mm, okay, yeah, for sure. Okay, I understand. 1 minute. I got the message, y'all. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, see, we needed a good burn. We needed a good burn. We're trying to get a little deep up in this mug. Mm, mm. Spirit, I just ask that I do not allow my ego, my own thoughts to influence this reading. I ask that you use me as a vessel, as a channel. You got my words. Okay. With the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands coming out, and with the Ten of Swords and the Two of Pentacles coming out, what the message that I'm getting is that you are definitely coming into this space where you're starting to be able to balance your feminine energy and your masculine energy. You're really starting to understand the whole creative process. you're really starting to understand the manifestation process and how you need your feminine energy or your feminine creative energy in order to kind of think up these things, dream up, dream up these things. And for a lot of feminine energy, five with the 5 of wands, that talks about chaos. A lot of feminine energy is very chaotic, but that energy is needed in order to create, right? And because of the things that you have experienced during this creation time, right? Because of the things that you have experienced through creating this time, it's almost as if you're kind of doubting like the what's going to happen or what's coming out of it, right? And what spirit is saying is that all you have to do is balance these two things, right? You can't you can't be too hard on yourself. You cannot be too hard on yourself during this time. During this time of balancing or coming into balance. Like you have to allow that chaotic energy to just be chaotic because it's needed in order to create, right? And then with the King of Wands, it's like once you've gotten all this energy and now that you've gotten all create, once you've created everything, right? You get into this King of Wands where all they're trying to figure out is how to execute, right? And that is the space. That is how we have to kind of juggle life, really. First, there's going to be this chaotic kind of energy where things just don't seem to be in place, but that energy is already starting to create. And then we have to learn how to start putting it into action. So, right now, what we're being called to do is to come into balance with that, understand how creation works, understand that first, you got to figure it out. Then, once you figure it out, you have to create a plan, right? And when you understand this whole fusion, this whole alchemy of creating, I mean, you're on the go. Well, why are some of us upset with the Ten of Swords? Please explain or clarify this Ten of Swords. Knight of Wands. So right now you're kind of overthinking how to go about it, how to execute the plan. Knight of Wands talks about the wanting the orders, right? They want to know what they got to do. Yep, the devil reversed. And this is something that you've done a lot. This is something that soft card. Yeah. So the Ten of Swords definitely talks about someone who's just kind of like not they're not decisive. They're looking like when I'm looking at this card, she's just looking at her phone. So that means that this could be someone who's constantly researching or constantly looking for confirmation, maybe even watching too many tarot readings and things like that. hmm And so Spirit is asking that you change this. Change looking for orders. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. It's yeah. All right. Empress, the Fool card, Community, Queen of Cups, the Lover. Hmm. So, what I'm hearing right now is that it's time to stop looking outside of yourself. It's time to stop giving up your power. Sometimes, whenever we have something that's in our hearts, when we have something that we want to do, or we have an idea about something, it's not advisable to constantly look outside of yourself for confirmation. This starts to create doubt. This starts to create confusion. This starts to really get you out of that balance within yourself. Um, it stops you on your path, and it takes away your divine energy, your divine power. And what the Queen of Cups is asking you to reflect with yourself, is asking you to communicate with your guides, with your team, but not to just constantly keep trying to research or distract yourself. A lot of times when we ask for clarification or confirmation outside of ourselves, that leaves room for the devil. That leaves room for negative energy to come into your space and really knock you off guard from where you already are. With the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands upright, it's like you're ready to go after these ideas, go after these things that you're manifesting in your life. So it doesn't make sense to start second guessing. It doesn't make sense to start asking other people what to do when you've already manifested it in your life. The best thing to do right now is to constantly be in communication with your guides, with your higher self, with God, with spirit, to know what to do next. This also goes back to our last reading yesterday. Lead not with your own understanding, but rely on God. So whenever you're in a confusing time, Five of Wands, yep. Whenever you're in a confusing time, Four of Swords. What I'm trying to say is, like, whenever you're in a confusing time, if you don't have the answer for yourself, then you need to go ahead and reach out to your spirit team. And you need to ask them directly. This is definitely dealing with a fire sign. Also, it could be a Capricorn, Taurus. A lot of you guys aren't even patient enough with yourself or with others to even wait for an answer. You're not even patient enough with others to hear what they have to say, to be honest. Yeah. So the next message that I'm getting is that a lot of you guys are really transforming. You guys are really, really coming into who you want to be. And this is kind of catching a lot of people off guard. And don't allow people's uh like excitement or like their amazement by you deter you from your path. Yeah. Don't let that get you off your rocker. Yeah, right now is definitely a time for you to pour into yourself, right? A lot of times when good things, yeah, yeah. A lot of times when, good things start to come into your life, um, a lot of other people start to come into your life, right? Whenever the right things start to come in, a lot of other stuff starts to try to sneak its way into your life. And right now, what Spirit is saying is that for a lot of you guys, it's time for you to just pour into yourself. It's time for you to just continue to go after what it is that you want. For me, with this Three of Pentacles here, it just seems like with the Three of Pentacles here, but then having two aces, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yeah, it's giving me very much solo. It's giving me very much solo. Hey, Felicia, how are you? I'm new, but you seem great. Thank you. Dang, I responded too late. Thank you, Felicia. And I hope that you are blessed. Um, but what I'm seeing is that on this new journey that you are on, it's definitely solo dolo. It's definitely pour into yourself. It's definitely create by yourself. Um, it's very much put in the hard work now so that you can harvest later, right? And a lot of this is giving very much independent vibes. We have the Emperor here, and then the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Cups. It's like you got to pour into yourself. You got to pour into what it is that you want so that you can experience these Nine of Pentacles. So again, what we've understood so far is that we've gone on a pretty chaotic journey. We've been trying to figure things out. We've been trying to figure out how we're going to express ourselves creatively, how we're going to creatively make money, what business idea we want. And throughout that time, it's been so chaotic that it's very easy for you to feel like your journey is still going to be more chaotic. And what Spirit is saying is like, no, it's only going to be more chaotic if you constantly keep looking outside yourself. If you keep asking what to do next, and it's not towards your spirit team, it's not towards your spirit team. If you're not asking your spirit team what to do next, you're doing it all wrong. And that's what's going to create the chaos. But if you are actually putting in the work and you're actually communing with your spirit team, then there's no chaos. Why is there no chaos? Because you don't have extra energies putting in their commentary. That you don't need to look outside of yourself at this time. The Justice card comes out. A lot of you guys may have really cared about how other people felt when it came to what you did. The World card. Yeah. How is the world giving them justice, Spirit? How is the universe serving justice? Ace of Wands. Ooh, Strength card here. Okay. Spirit is speaking. And they are saying that right now you have been given the strength. You have been given the courage. One second. High above a desert landscape, baking in the sun and heat, your wand burns with passion. A fire has been lit within you, and there's no putting it out. Allow this burning drive within you to push you forward into new things. Harness that creativity. It's time to go. Start this wild journey. The things that you are experiencing in your life right now, the things that you're experiencing in your life right now are completely divinely in order. Everything that you have experienced from the time that the chaos began until now, when you're starting to see your blessings become reality, this is the justice. This is how Spirit is rewarding you for the path that you've gone on. And they are constantly rewarding you with, number one, direct communication to them through Spirit, and with strength. Because of the things that you've had to endure on your path to start seeing your manifestations in your reality, you have become so strong. You have so much courage. You are like, your ego as well has been, it's not, because our ego is there to protect us, right? Like, I don't condone that anyone should not have an ego, especially not in this world. But it's like it's tamed, it's humble, it understands its job, right? So, what I'm understanding, or what I'm getting, is that as you continue this journey, you have to understand that this is your birthright. This is divinely ordered. This is yours. And the communication that you have with Spirit, the things that you understand, the time and the space that you are in to exercise your power, your strength, is the justice. So that lets me know that in your past, you may not have felt as confident, or you may have had a really huge ego. You may have not been very confident. You may have been very worried, very fearful. And because of the journey that you've gone on, you have been just redeemed from that. A lot of us are feeling this energy to start creating and going crazy and stuff. But it's like, in our past, we've experienced this as well, and it didn't go through. It didn't happen. And Spirit just wants to remind us, like, this isn't like last time. This isn't like last time. Of course, y'all don't believe that. The Sun card and the Page of Cups. Do y'all believe that? Do you believe that this is a the Sun card, Seven of Swords reversed. With the Seven of Swords reverse and the Sun card, I feel like you guys need to meditate a little more. I think you guys are really trying hard to loop again. You aren't communicating. And that's what's going to take away the zest that you have right now. This fiery, passionate energy that you have right now. The Hanged One. Expand your boundaries. Expand your boundaries. Yeah. You guys have to communicate with your spirit team. You guys have to communicate with them. They're trying to communicate with you. You keep on trying to, you want to keep on distracting yourself. They're saying you need to communicate with us because this is what's going to empower you. This is what's going to empower you. This is what's going to help you understand what's going on. How does this Devil card keep coming out? Why does Devil card keep coming out? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need you to They need you to be open to communicating with them because at this time, um, you are definitely starting something new. You're definitely starting something new. You may be in your mind about it a lot, and they need you to follow your intuition and be patient with the process. So they want to communicate with you. They want you to come and communicate. They want you to communicate with them. You're not going to be able to get the reassurance or any of that through anyone else. Because during this time, it's important that you are able to connect with your intuition and be able to speak with them directly so that you can get through this next phase, especially while you have been manifesting like crazy. Yeah. Yeah. They need you to speak with them. They need you to freaking reach out because you are definitely starting a new journey. you are definitely feeling excited and inspired, but you do have a couple of fears, and your ancestors have the answer or have those finishing touches that they need to give you. I was watching the Spirit Doula, and she was talking about how, like, right now, uh, our spirit, the spirit realm, is just like wanting to communicate with us within our dreams, right? So a lot of us have been struggling to go to sleep because there's the a lot of us have been struggling to go to sleep because lower energies don't want you to be able to get this information. So yeah, they're going to keep on trying to distract you with your phone, keep distracting you with your mind, keep distracting you with your thoughts and all this stuff. And you're going to miss out on the message that you need. And that's going to make you sick. You're going to be shed. So if you're hearing this message, or if you're listening, then you need to know that you need to go and communicate with your spirit team. The spirit doula gave out some really good tips. The first one was, at this time, ain't no ancestor talking to somebody else about the message that they got for you. Okay? At this point in your journey, you have established a communication relationship with your spirit team. You need to use it. You need to meditate more. You need to go to sleep. If you're having trouble going to sleep, you need to figure out how you can go to sleep. Here are my suggestions. The first one is tart cherry juice, organic tart cherry juice. The second one is drinking tea. Drinking tea at night allows you to, number one, go to sleep, and number two, retain information. So if you have a hard time remembering your dreams, or if you have a hard time falling asleep, you can definitely drink mugwort tea, chamomile tea. Those are great teas. Also, you guys have to protect yourselves before you go to sleep, because our dream spaces are going to be containing a lot of good information. Okay, so in order to fall asleep, you would want to probably get organic tart cherry juice. You can drink teas such as chamomile or mugwort, and you want to make sure that you have an awesome system in order to document your dreams. I would say, like the spirit doula said, which is to record. All I do, I record everything. If I'm not writing, I'm recording my voice. Okay? Or have your notes. Make sure that your phone is on airplane mode for the radiation. It decreases the radiation. Um, but during this time, we have to realize that everything that we are experiencing is in divine order and in divine timing. And we have to continue to build our relationship with our spirit teams, because the things that we have asked for, they are manifesting in our reality. They are a responsibility. I know that we all want to do our best. We want to continue to nurture these new ideas and these new things that are coming into our lives. So we have to act like it. The same way you manifested what you wanted in your life, you still need to maintain those same ways. So if you was journaling and scripting and praying and things like that, you need to continue that. Okay? I think that's all I have. Just know that this is the time to practice patience. This is the time to be courageous, to be fearless, to go after the things that you want, to nurture yourself. This gives me Beauty and the Beast modes. Make sure the beast within you don't get too crazy and make sure that you look good. Be beautiful, Be soft. Receive, but also be able to execute. And that's the yeah. That's the magic. That's the whole point. You're in a space where not only are you receiving, but you got to learn how to execute. Be the magician in your life. Go after the things that you want. Trust yourself. Trust your spirit team. You guys, I am really, really proud of all of us. I know that it's been a tough freaking journey. I know. It's been tough. But we've got it. They've got us. We have to trust in spirit. We have to trust in our higher powers that everything's all good. We got this. All right, all these cards are falling out of my hand, so that's all I've got for you. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. Thank you for trusting me to deliver this message to you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for choosing to be my earth brother and sisters. All right. I am a new channel. This is something that I am so interested in doing. I am just getting better and better with my readings. And I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up on here every single day. So I just ask that you give me some suggestions down below on what you want to see. I ask that you give me some suggestions on how I could possibly do my reading a little better. Also, if you are interested, if you're rocking with me, if you're vibing with me, please like, comment, share, but most importantly, subscribe so I can see where are my earth brothers and sisters. That's the whole point of this channel, to connect with like-minded individuals and just get through this thing that we call life. But I think I've talked enough. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day.